is the echidna homeworld took a beating. The following 2 pages have Knuckles and Nicole and a guest appearance by the voice of Remington, and most of it is an attempt to bring the noobs up to speed of Knuckles' relations with the echidnas. It used to be simpler because there were no other echidnas other than Knuckles. There certainly weren't any in Sonic and Knuckles, and in the first Sonic Adventure game, it was safe to assume that the echidna civilization was wiped out by Chaoszilla. We learned this from Tikal, the ghostly survivor of a lost civilization. Ken Penders changed all that in the Knuckles spin-off line, which ran from 96 to 99, where he pretty much created an echidna civilization out of whole cloth. He also gave Knuckles a hot girlfriend, the violet-eyed, butt-kicking Julie Sue. Knuckles also had parents who were separated, which was a stab at relevance in this comic. But those days are gone. Ken and Archie parted company under not all amicable circumstances. It seems that Ken wanted to do something with the echidna characters he created on his own, to which Archie strongly objected. That pretty much reinforced my decision not to quit my day job and try to write for Archie Comics. If I had ever worked for Archie and was told I could never do anything on my own, even for free like a My Little Pony Friendship and Magic fanfic, my next submission would be to Archie would be quote unquote smell you later. Besides, I like the health coverage I got now. I have to wonder whether Ken was even paying attention when Archie screwed over a longtime flagship artist, Dan DiCarlo, before he died. DiCarlo's sin, wanting credit for creating Josie and the Pussycats, ahead of the release of the crappy movie about them in 2001. Which, I'll be honest, I kind of did like. I thought it was okay, but that's one person's opinion. But back to the story, or what's trying to pass for one. It's all set up to the coming events in a way to get Knuckles back into the picture. Fair enough. Still, it's nothing that needed 5 pages out of the budget. And it's so larded down with conversation in the back half that I have trouble believing that anybody was left waiting breathlessly for the next exciting installment. On top of that, Mecha Sally has disappeared. Naga's occupying Jeffrey has disappeared. And waiting in the wings are Thrash and even, heaven help us, Mega Man. I'd accuse the storyline of aimlessly wandering since the Eggman reality reset, but I'm afraid that's Ian's sense of aim for totally failed. But I'm afraid that Ian's sense of aim has totally failed him. It may take some kind of cheap Deus Macha on the order of the one in Olympic's trial to making this story recognizable again. All we can do now is sit back and watch the comic hit the narrative wall. Head score for the backstory 2. So far that's a 12 out of 60. Not good. I score. See above. With no real narrative, Jamal Peppers again does the heavy lifting in a story that doesn't really need a story, but merely alludes to stories to come. And he gets a score of 8. So that's 20 out of 60. Still not good. Heart score. What passes for heart in the stories is Knuckles rummaging about the plot and his role in it. Quote unquote, my people is the last of my kind, and the ones I failed. I'm the guardian, they need my help. Enough already. Ian might as well have submitted the pitch for this story instead of this weak tea of a script and spared us having to deal with Knuckles the rambling guy. He says all his lines, but we never feel what he's supposed to be going through. Perhaps if Ian had thrashed the tired soil dogfight and slowed the pace so that the 5 pages were all about Knuckles and Nicole, we might have had some actual character development in the story, instead of 3 pages of Turkey and 2 pages of stuffing. Heart score 2. So overall, for an issue that has 2 stories, and like I said, when 2 are together, it's primarily a 60 out of 60. And like I said, 60 out of 60 is like an A+, 40 out of 60 is like an F. You're looking at way beyond an F. This is basically way below that, I should say. That's like an F minus, 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 minus. And again, I'm sure anybody listening to this will agree. This wasn't necessary. This issue. I mean, heck, I'm looking at my issues in my closet right now that I have stored in my closet right now. Even though I have not opened the issues yet because of what I've said, the fact is, even I know, even if I would have read those issues, even I know this is a waste. I mean, quite honestly, Dan Drazens has just joined the ranks of a lot of people that are basically saying, Ian, we know Sega wants this and that, but come on. Grow a set, you know? It's like, we understand they want promotional stuff here and there, but you know what? You have a spin-off comic called Sonic Universe, which is more suited for this kind of stuff. You could have used it in there. But, again, what are you going to do? And I think this so far is one of the lowest scores he's ever given, an entire issue, main and backstory. So, that's about it for this one. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'll be back later with 45. If I choose to.